Hi, and welcome to Worldview. I'm Denis Campbell, editor of UK Progressive Magazine and the author of Egypt Unshackled, a report on the Egyptian Revolution, and Billionaire Boys Election Freak Show, a compendium of the recent US election campaign. For the last 39 weeks, I've contributed the weekly Worldview segment to the David Pakman Show, and they suggested we embark on this path to create a program that will have a more international flair, looking at global stories. We intend for this to be a work in progress, so we will come to you weekly on YouTube from studios in this 200-year-old farmhouse where we sit. We're in South Wales, and that farmhouse overlooks a circa 1100 monastery where the brothers at one point in time actually brewed their own beer and then drank copious amounts of it. This was the bane of the abbot of Neath, who would send one of his senior vicars around to straighten these lads out. And of course that would work. They would follow a very pious path until the wagon was out of sight. Then they'd go back to drinking and carousing, which was their way. Also next to this monastery's ruins is the famous Plough and Harrow pub. This pub was built from the timbers of ships crashed on the rocks below. How did these ships crash? Well, first of all, we have a very nasty tidal flow here. The tide is as high, second only to the Bay of Fundy in Canada, so we have a 10-meter surge. And what these landowners did was they tied lanterns to the tails of sheep. And of course the ship's captains, thinking they were seeing St. Donat's light and farther away than they were, would crash the rocks from the ship below. The bodies would be stored in the bakehouse of the Plough, and many think the Plough is indeed haunted. There have been many sightings of ghosts, poltergeists, and other sorts of things there. So it's an interesting place. As you can tell, we spend a lot of time aiming for a mixture of both the serious and the eclectic. On our weekly program, we will discuss issues of the day and things perhaps we think should be issues of the day. So strap yourself in and enjoy the show. Now, we're honored today to have as a guest on our first show Professor Juan Cole, the globe's preeminent Middle Eastern scholar. He's going to talk for a little bit about what's going on in Syria and the rest of the Middle East and why this is so important. And Dutch life coach, nutrition specialist Carola van Bommelen is going to come from the Netherlands and discuss with us the ways in which sugar wreaks havoc on our diet and why it is so addicting. Now, you can follow us on Twitter. We are at Worldview Show there. You can also follow us on Facebook. Please visit and like the page, facebook.com/Worldview Show. You can watch the show here every Thursday afternoon on YouTube at the channel page Worldview Show. See a pattern developing here. And we'd love to hear from you. Our email address is worldviewshow@gmail.com. We'll soon have a voicemail line and website, worldviewshow.com, but we'll build out these first few episodes first. And as always, we want to hear from you. If you agree with us, if you disagree with us, if you'd like to learn more, if you'd like to raise an issue, if you'd like to fact check me, if there's somebody you'd like to see us interview on the program, please drop us a line and let us know what you think. We're here to work with you, and hopefully we'll turn this into a highly interactive process. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.